Hey Basses, this is going to be a how to play it video for song number 110 out of Essential Elements Book 3. Now the whole goal of this assignment is for you to play the A line along with a recording of me playing the B line. And I'm actually going to want you to make a recording of both parts, you playing while the recording of me playing is going on in the background. When we get to the end of this video, I will explain to you how to make that recording because it can be a little bit complicated. But the whole purpose of this video is just for me to show you how to play the A line. Now, once again, I am without a bass, so it's a little difficult to demonstrate, but I'm actually going to play on the cello G string, and I'm going to try to do the bass fingerings, which is probably not going to sound super in tune, but I'm going to do my best. All right, so if we take a look at this A line, we have a lot of second position in here, and I'm just going to tell you up front, I think the second position is a little easier, it's a little less shifting, but if it's super confusing for you guys, you can go ahead and use third position wherever it says second position, or, well, not wherever, but if you see this C, instead of playing it 4 fingers in second, you could play it first finger in third position. I'm only going to explain second position where it's marked, so if you want to figure out third position on your own, you can. There's a couple of times where we can't do second or third, like this fourth position spot right here and this fifth position spot right there. I'm going to explain those, and you'll want to follow the fingerings for that. All right, so the first line shouldn't be too bad, especially because the rhythm is pretty simple. We are all quarter notes from here until these eighth notes right here. And for ease of making a recording in a duet style, we're going to take out the fermatas, so you can just pretend like all of those don't exist. Starting with the very first note, it is C natural. In fact, everything is natural in here, so please be careful. If you're about to play 4 fingers for an F sharp, or you're going to play 2 fingers in third position for C sharp, remember it's C natural. Now to find second position, I'm going to put my second finger where B would go so that my fourth finger lands on C. This book calls it second position. Some people call this 1.5 position. So my first finger is where my second finger would go, and my second finger is on B now. Normally we play B with 4. So you'll notice the first 2 notes are 4 and then 2. Hopefully this will sound in tune. So I've got 4 for C, and then 2 for B. And then I have to shift down for A. So just make sure you get that C in tune. Again, I'm playing on my cello G string, but you'll be over on your actual G string. And it should sound like this. 4, 2, shift, 1, open. Then we can use 4 for B. Then we're going to go to third position. Make sure you're using first finger for C, not 2 fingers, because it's C natural. So in third position we have C and D, C, shift back to B, and A. Okay, so I'm going to play all those quarter notes for you until we get to those eighth notes so you can go follow along with the fingerings. Starting in second position, and... shift back up to second position, putting my 2 where my 4 would go. And I'm going to play 2, 4, shift back, 1, and then open back to second position, 4 fingers. Okay, so starting from those eighth notes with my 2 on my B, it sounds like first position, open G, 4 fingers. Okay? Please be careful with your rhythm because we're going to play this as a duet, and you'll notice during this half note I have to play 2 quarter notes. So you need to make sure, one, that these eighth notes were nice and short. We start this measure at the same time, and you really count to 2 for this half note. All right, starting in the next line, we are in second position right now. So my 2 is where my 4 would go. This note's going to be fourth finger. Then I'm going to have to shift again to fourth position. So my first finger goes on this high D so I can reach this note. That will sound like this. So I go 2, 4, shift, and then 4 for E. Okay, so again, second position to fourth position. And then here here, my first finger is going to go from 1 for D to 1 for C. Now, please don't do this with your fingers. I'm just moving my fingers out of the way so you can see. Okay, so I played 4, 1, 1. Now, what's the next note going to be? It's D, and we're in third position, so it's 4. And then I can play open G. All right, so these two measures on the second line sound like this. Shift, shift, 4, and open. While I play that open, then I can get myself back to first position for these two notes, just totally normal, A and B. Then we're going to jump to third position for 1 and 4. Then we're going to jump to fifth position, and we're going to play 2 and 4. So this measure goes 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4. Those notes sound like this. Shift to third. Then shift again, 2, 4. Then I'm back to third position. And I end on 1. Okay, so again we have first position, third, fifth, third, and still third. Okay, so again, you can replace these second positions with third position if you're not feeling that brave. But I think if you practice it a little bit and you understand, just put your second finger where your fourth finger would go, then it will make a little bit more sense, and I think it's a little easier. I'm going to play the whole A line for you so you know what it sounds like, and then we'll talk about how we make that recording. All right, I am starting in second position on an up bow, and go. Shift. Third position. First. Second. First. Up to second. Fourth. Shift. First position. Third. Fifth. Third. All right, so now the whole goal is for me to get a recording where I can hear both me playing the B part and you playing the A part. I'm going to explain how you can do that on your iPad, but if you have some kind of different setup, like you've got 2 devices or a computer, you can use whatever works for you. I know this will work on the iPad though. So the first thing you're going to do is open Recorder HQ and then start a recording. Remember, Recorder HQ records in the background regardless of what app you're using. So once you start a recording, you can switch to the video of this song. Now the video has the notes on the screen for you, so you can actually just read it right off of the screen as long as it's big enough for you to be able to see it. That way you don't have to have PS-Score, you don't have to have your music printed out, though you can certainly do that if that's more comfortable. So Recorder HQ is recording, you've got the video open, hit play on the video, and make sure you have your volume turned on so that you can hear the sound, and then wait for me to say 1, 2, ready, go, and then you play along with it. So what I should be hearing is the audio from the video plus you playing along with it. Then when you're finished, just stop the video, stop your recording, and then you submit it like normal. All right, be careful with your rhythm. Try out that second position shifting and really check to make sure you're getting all your notes in tune. Have fun practicing.